Hi, my name is Deborah Parks, and I am going to show you how to use Google Classroom um, and how your children will use Google Classroom using a computer or Chromebook. So the first thing they are going to do is go to Chrome, and they are going to log in. So I usually log in using my Google Drive because that's where all my work will be saved. And I'm going to log in as my student account, which is LSJags4. Now, your child will have the login be their first name, last initial, the year they graduate, the whole year, and at wellingtonjags.org. And their password is 1234567 8. Once they're in, I can go back to these 9 dots and I can go to my Google Classroom. So the classroom I'm going to want is usually my homeroom classroom, which will be this one for today. And I'm going to open it up. And if you'll see Stream, Classwork, and People. The Stream is where you'll find the schedule for the week and any announcements your teacher wants to give to your child. So it could be something that maybe has changed in the schedule or something special going on like Spirit Week. But that's the type of assignment or announcement the teacher will make. Now, every week we'll have a new schedule. And this is just an example. So for example, they would have a link that would go to the Zoom. So some teachers put the live link to the icon of Zoom, or they put it to their emoji. So I put mine to my emoji. So if I just click on that, then I can open up my Zoom meeting. For literacy, you might have reading groups or something else that would be on Zoom, and you know it's on Zoom because of the icon. And you can click on the name and go straight to that teacher's Zoom. Again, they might have this icon in the middle here instead of over on the side. Now, some assignments might be on Google Classroom or on Seesaw, so you could possibly have teachers that give you the icon for that. That would bring you to the Google Classroom, or an icon that would bring you to Seesaw. Now, it just depends on the teacher and what kind of assignments they have for that week. But this is just a small example of what the weekly schedule would look like. So I'm going to close that out, and then I'm going to go to Classwork. Now, I made a class. Everyone making Google Classroom work will be organized by the week of September or week of whatever that week is. Now, later weeks or weeks that were before this would show up underneath. So the most recent week will show up on top. And if you look here, it says the date. This is the date that it was assigned. And this is the date that it's due. There are a couple ways to be able to tell what the subject area is. So this actually should have a little STEAM one. It was a guidance assignment and I changed it. This is a writing assignment. This is a music assignment, STEAM, math. Some teachers have also added these categories here. Some teachers have not. So I'm going to go through my assignments because these are different types of assignments that your child might encounter. So right here, I'm going to click on the first one. I'm going to scroll down, and I'm going to make sure I click on View Assignment because this is only a snapshot. And the reason it is missing is because it was due September 25th. And right now it is September 29th. So I'm going to view the assignment. I'm going to read the directions, and then I'm going to click on the link. Now, this is one that goes to Seesaw, a Seesaw activity. Now, I am going to read the directions, which says watch the video on how to make a paper airplane, and then is there anything about your design? So it says basically build your own. When I click add a response, and it would be your child's name, you could choose how you want to demonstrate that you made a paper airplane. So I might make a video, I might take a picture of it and write about it. However I want to demonstrate that learning, I can. And once I do that, I will turn it in. So once I add a response, it'll have a check mark and I would turn it in. The thing with that is Seesaw does not let Google Classroom know that that is turned in. So I need to make sure that I mark as done on my Google Classroom. So if I have turned it into Seesaw, this lets the teacher know that it is done on Seesaw and to look there for that assignment. So that is now submitted. a different type of assignment is something where there's a doc involved, where the teacher says, fill this out or do this work. So I'm going to view the assignment because I always think it's better to do that. If you look, you'll see the student name, or your child's name should be right there. And I'm going to open it. And I've already worked on this a little bit. But it says use these words in complete sentences, and here are the words that you're going to use. So once I have that done, I can hit turn in up here. So I'm going to hit turn in. And I also, it gives you a ready to turn in your work and turn in there. Now, once I've done that, but I realized I forgot to do like 3 words, that I only did 4 sentences instead of, the 7 or whatever were there, I'm going to hit unsubmit and I can add more to it. Now, once I turn it in, it gets graded, then it's turned in and the teacher can send it back for them to work on more if they would like. But I know it's turned in because it says turned in right up here. So I'm going to close that and go back to my Google Classroom. And here's a different type of assignment. Now, the thing with the Google Forms is if it is set as a quiz, you cannot unsubmit it. I have already taken this quiz as my example, and it would say view your score. So you can see what the questions would look like. And at the very bottom, right around here, it would say submit. You don't have to mark it as done, and you don't have to turn it in, because a Google form, if you hit submit, automatically goes to the teacher and they will know that your child turned that in. This is for like if it's a quiz. If it's a form where you're filling out an opinion or a survey, I think you might be able to resubmit that if you want to make any changes. Okay, another type of assignment is where they have to create something. So I'm going to view the assignment. It says create a Google Doc telling what you learned about coding for today. So I am going to add or create, and I'm going to create a Google Doc. And right here in creating the Google Doc, you will see that it automatically puts the name of your child there. This is my student name and what the assignment was. So I will say, I learned about looping up is when a command can be repeated. And I can turn it in, and then it'll say, do you want to turn it in? And I'm going to say yes, and that will be turned in. So that is another type of assignment where they have to actually create something. Another one could be where it is a collaborative work. And this is add a slide to a slideshow. So this is everyone's adding a slide to one piece of work. So when I go to view assignment and I click on the slideshow in this case, and I want to add my slide, let's see, Deborah's favorite, I can't get to it. And then I do that. I'm not going to, there's no turn in button up here. So I'm going to just exit out and I'm going to mark it as done. If I finish that, I can just mark as done, and then the teacher will know that I've added my slide to that collaborative piece of work. The last type of assignment is one where it says watch a video and then try to make your own. So I'm going to view assignment again, because I definitely think that in Google Classroom, if you're on a computer or Chromebook, it's best to do that. So I'm going to watch the video, and then I am going to create my own. So I'm going to add or create my own Bitmoji classroom. So that is how we do that. If you have any questions, feel free to email me at parks@wellington.org, and I will be happy to answer any other questions on how to access your child's Google Classroom or help them with any of their assignments. Thank you so much for listening. Bye.